Enuma Elish. Today, it's not a secret for scholars studying Bible issues that much of it was borrowed by Hebrew priests from the sacred texts of not only ancient Egypt, but Babylon as well. The scripture about the creation of the world, Enuma Elish, was basically the Bible of Babylon, and Babylonian priests, in their turn, borrowed these texts from the Akkadian priests, while the Akkadians had borrowed their cosmological scriptures about the world's origin and the administration of gods from the more ancient nation, the Sumerians, whose god from the assembly of gods is more powerful, depended on the political hegemony of priests in one or another city or country. In fact, there was a struggle to ensure that namely their god would be awarded the epithet Enlilship over gods. The names of main gods and heroes were changing, but the essence anyway remained the same. The story of the seizure of power and the omnipotence of El and his elite over people. Enuma Elish is a Babylonian Akkadian holy scripture, ancient Mesopotamian cosmological texts about the creation of the world and the human race, about the origin of gods and the universe, about the struggle and seizure of power by old and new gods, about how a bunch of gods collided people with each other, how they dominated over peoples, and much more. Babylonian legends emphasized that the cause of people's troubles is not retribution of human sins, but the anger of gods, their desire to reduce the number of ever-growing humankind that bothers gods with its noise. In Enuma Elish, the main role in creation of the world is no longer assigned to Enlil, but to a god named Marduk. And again, the old story is repeated. The main god organizes the world order through violence. The leitmotif of the legend is a violent overthrow of ancient forces, powered by the right of the strongest. Marduk is given the epithet of lordship, that is, Enlilship over the gods. He is called Enlil of all gods. Thus, Marduk holds the main place in the pantheon of gods on the 2nd millennium BC. Due to the efforts of the priests, by the end of the Old Babylonian period, he is already venerated far beyond Babylon. And even later, in the Hellenistic era, the story of Marduk is largely copied by the archons of Hellenes. Only the main god is already called Zeus, and the mountain on which he rules is called Olympus. What is the main goal of this promoted epic poem, Enuma Elish? Here, the main goal is to bring together many gods' images into one. Thus, the features of Sumerian and Akkadian gods Enlil, Enki, Ea, and others have already been transferred to Marduk. That's why in the subsequent epochs, the main god of other peoples and tribes who came under the influence of this system of worldview had such different, conflicting characteristics and human qualities. For example, angry, threatening, intimidating, making a contract with selected people, and arouse bewilderment of believers and their inconvenient questions to the priests. God is one.